Hello everyone, I am roughly man-sized and this is Hades. It's a new rogue-like dungeon crawler from Supergiant Games, the same people who made Bastion and Transistor. They're kind of known for their kind of gorgeous hand-drawn art style, slick action, and as you can probably hear, good music. This game is currently only available on the Epic Games Store, which is a kind of point of contention for a lot of people. I'm not going to go into that too much, but I will say that the game is good. It's good. It is in early access, so it's by no means complete, but the gameplay is there at the moment. It's slick, it's fun. I have played a bit of it already, just to make sure that I kind of understood the game loop and the controls and things, but I'm going to be starting a new save file here and getting into it. Yeah.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share.
So
I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
So as you can see, immediately, gorgeous game. Very fluid.
To hell with this place.
I won't get into the plot too much. The plot kind of slowly reveals itself to you, but the whole game kind of takes place in the ancient Greek mythos. And we are Zagreus, the son of Hades, trying to escape from the underworld. Okay. And that's basically it. In terms of controls, I'm playing on a controller, because I haven't actually tried playing with the keyboard and mouse yet, but the controller kind of affords you a nice 360 kind of control movement. We have a few attacks here. We have our regular attack, which if you press quickly enough, you can chain into a 3-hit combo. We can cast some magic. Here it kind of has a ranged aimed effect, and our special attack is kind of AoE. Some knockback too. The environment's very interactable. Smash pots and things, but I haven't actually found anything of worth in a pot yet. Just read these spells. And what's interesting to note about this is actually these falling rocks will deal damage to enemies if they're close enough. Now it is a roguelite, whatever you want to call it. So it's procedurally generated dungeon based off of a database of different rooms and things. Each room has a different symbol. So as you can see on the door here, the symbol here is kind of a target as we go in. That'll kind of tell you what to expect in the room and also what your rewards are. So this is the first room of the game. Really just a combat tutorial. Oh, and we have this dash as well, which is kind of nice for escaping the enemy attacks, but it does kind of leave you wide open once you're done with your dash. You see how you kind of dash and then stick a bit? It's not like you can't move during that animation, so it's not kind of something you want to spam a la Dark Souls or something like that. Or like a dodge roll if you've played Into the Gungeon. It's not quite as useful as that. But it's useful for crossing distances and escaping from different attacks.
Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place.
Fantastic artwork there.
Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
I especially appreciate that, Al. And so this is the kind of upgrade system I call boons. So you are getting stronger as you progress through your run. This is a boon of Athena. You kind of get to choose between 3 different upgrades. I haven't explored all of them yet. But we've got increased attack damage, increased cast damage, which is the kind of ranged attack we had before, and upgrade our dash. Dash is slower but deals damage and can deflect. Kind of got a explanation there on the right side of what everything does. And some kind of damage numbers. I'm going to keep it simple for now and just increase attack damage. 40% is quite a generous number.
Power fused with mine. This should be good.
Now, so this room should just be a currency room. There's a couple currencies. I haven't exactly figured out how they work yet. But there's these kind of purple gems, and there's another currency which is almost like a coin with kind of, I don't know what you call it, the ears of a lynx, maybe? You'll see. It's very kind of Egyptian looking. Oh, I'm going to take damage. Yeah. The enemies also kind of flash when they're about to attack. And the other thing I should note...
The underworld's power.
Yeah, so get
Right.
10 gems. The other thing that's interesting to note about the cast is when you fire it, you don't get it back immediately. So all the other attacks you can just spam as much as you like, even your special. But the range attack, the cast, I have 1 of 1, and when I fire it, I have to go and recollect it before I can shoot it again. Oh, I shot it out of bounds. But what's interesting about that is if you hit an enemy with it and they're still alive, they will carry that kind of orb around with them until they die. So you won't be able to use your cast again. We can put out these self-lighting candles. It's like a birthday trick. This'll show him. What an idiot. Can't even blow out his candles. What was I saying? So, yeah, you have to kill the enemy before you can retrieve the kind of orb and get your cast back.
Exit has its own reward.
So we have multiple paths here to take. I actually don't know what that is. Fight Poseidon by the looks of it. Or this way is, I know this is an upgrade. So let's try and go in here and upgrade ourselves. There's also
Let's be reasonable now.
kind of nice environmental kind of attacks you can do. You can interact with the environment. And you might have seen earlier, I did a wall slam on an enemy, taking way too much damage. So if you hit enemies into the wall, they'll take extra damage. If you hit them onto these spikes, they're not flying. These are spikes here. They'll take extra damage. And yeah, that's kind of mostly what I've figured out so far. It is a roguelite, so you're very much
Really necessary.
going to lose at the beginning. The first kind of hurdle of the game is figuring out the enemy patterns, getting used to them, and so on. Learning the kind of the vernacular of the game as it teaches you its secrets. So this is a power-up. I'm not sure where that icon is supposed to be. It kind of looks like a cherry bomb, or I don't know, it's maybe some kind of fruit.
The might of Olympus.
So we can upgrade our boons we currently have, make them stronger. I only have 1, so there's no choice there but Divine
They
Strike.
must have lots of these upon Olympus.
If we had other boons, we could have selected there which one we wanted to upgrade, but we've only got 1. Also, if you press L2 here or left trigger, depending on what you're playing with, I'm playing with a PS4 controller, you can kind of get a little more information on your boons. Only 1 choice. So this is a key room. Talk a little more about keys later on. Okay. Oh, I'm almost dead. So, try to not die. It's kind of important to know about the combat is there's not a lot of kind of quick buffering. Okay, in this game. Oh. So you have to be very kind of deliberate with your attacks. Just walk over that. You do me a big favor by walking over that. These guys do telegraph. No, I'm dead. Yep. There's quite a long telegraph. That's okay. It's the first round, you kind of expected to die. You can't buffer your inputs for very long, so you do have to very deliberately kind of attack and leave yourself space to dodge and things. So if you're still in the middle of that attack animation, you're not going to be able to dodge until... I'm not sure if this counts as an attack animation, but you're not really going to dodge until that attack's finished. So you can't go too all in on the attacks. Okay, so now we kind of get the side of the story. Every time you die, you kind of crawl out of this river of blood. And here is kind of the central hub where we'll be upgrading and stuff and talking to NPCs.
Welcome to the House of Hades where... Wait, I know you.
Hypnos.
You died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Yeah.
Some of us more than others.
And here's Big Daddy. Not kind of how we would traditionally depict Zeus. Like, very different to the James Woods. Oh, not Zeus, sorry, Hades. Very different to the James Woods Hades of yesteryear.
I told you nobody
Singing,
gets out
dancing.
here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Voice acting is pretty good. Okay, in Supergiant games, their last games had like rather good voice acting. Bastion kind of made its mark with its narrator.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
Okay. Nice little short dialogue, but not too long. This is obviously Fluffy.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions. From pure...
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
Alright, Fluffy. There's a trapdoor under him, obviously.
You've returned.
A few more characters
Good to see
here.
you, lad. Despite the circumstances. Remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
Okay. I'm not sure what these are at the moment. They're locked doors. I have yet to unlock them. I'm guessing maybe either this is content that's not in the game yet for a future update, or it's a different kind of mode that you need to unlock. Usually these kind of games will have a daily. Might be hidden behind there. We've got some shinies.
House of Hades, that dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king, is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
Willful progeny. I don't know if he doesn't seem too willful to me.
You know I can hear you, old man.
Yeah, there's some humor in the game as
Time
well.
to rest.
You have come home. Do not despair, and hold to your resolve, child. Tell me something. Has the goddess Athena thus been true to her word and her willingness to lend you her support?
Nix.
She has, Nyx. I'm grateful that you put us into contact and explained to her the situation that I'm in.
I don't know all of these
It
figures.
gladdens me to hear it. Seldom do Olympians consort with those born of the underworld. Yet your circumstances seemed due cause for an exception.
Okay.
She shall make a powerful ally.
Okay. I assume they're all from the kind of Greek pantheon, though. Nice parallax scrolling.
I'm back, room. Did you miss me?
Not sure if that's what you call it, but
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad, is it?
yeah. So Zagreus is not a bad character. He's not a great character either. He kind of has a little bit of a kind of angsty teen vibe to him, but it not terribly over the top. Rest. I just don't know what it does. So in here, this is our bedroom. Here we can reflect into the
Light and
mirror
darkness guide me.
and spend these 10 gems, which we got in our last run. So this is sort of the persistent upgrades. We don't have a lot to choose from at the beginning with only 10 gems. Greater reflex. Chain one more dash in a row. Okay. So we can sort of chain dashes together. I'm not exactly sure how that works yet. I have to do some testing. So we can increase our backstab damage, and we can give ourselves a 1 rank heal 1. So that's not 1 heart, by the way. That's 1 HP. So heal 1 HP when we enter a new room. Not entirely useful right now. I think we're better served with extra backstab damage. So we didn't actually collect any keys on that first run, but there's also this key currency which you can use to unlock. I believe, I'm not sure just yet, you have to unlock these upgrades before you can spend gems on them. I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out though. Reflect. What does resting do?
If I sit down, I won't want to get back up.
Nothing. Just makes the bed vibrate. Pop another coin in that slot. It's the height of romance, boys.
Not as comfy as it looks.
Ladies can't say no. Ladies, boys, whatever you're into. So in here, there are... so we did start with the sword, but there are multiple weapons in the game. There's a few other ones here, and I guess
escape through that
slots
pink window
for
there.
weapons that aren't in the game yet. It does say at the beginning that the game is in early access. I didn't receive the game for free or anything. I just paid for it because I wanted to play it. And I'm a big fan of Bastion. I think I played through that game about 5 times. There's multiple different endings to that game, so you have to play through it multiple times. But I never actually played Transistor, so...
Nothing here yet.
Keepsakes. I haven't unlocked any of these. Give someone kind of amber ambrosia. Who knows? To earn the keepsake that goes here. Haven't collected any of that. You need keys here to unlock these other weapons. I haven't got any, so we'll be sticking with the sword.
I'll figure something out.
Here you can just kind of look. Great hand-drawn art. Just gorgeous. So this is kind of our path through the underworld to the surface. Farthest chamber reached 6. So that's our top score. That's our top score, boys. 6. Starting nice and humble. I'm just not sure how to chain dashes together here. Might be an ability we haven't unlocked yet. And then when you're ready to start a new run, this is where you go. So we're going to do another run here
Well, time to go get killed again.
and see how long it takes us to die.
Thunder. Is that...
Okay. So starting with an upgrade
This
this
is really
time.
Okay. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult. And
Very
he's not
classic
so much
depiction
as
of
cold for
Zeus.
quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong. Here on Olympus. And to help
His
you on
beard
your
is
journey,
clouds. I think that's a nice touch. Okay, a blessing from Zeus. Lightning strike. Your attack emits chain lightning when you damage a foe. That sounds pretty good. Your special causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Thunder dash. The specials mostly used for creating distance. I think I tend to keep it simple. Extra damage on our attacks.
You want to die again?
Oh, being attacked already. These guys not too hard to dodge their attacks.
You had it coming.
Okay. Wait, what's this? Something's shining.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Little
I think I'm not dead.
narrative rationalization of procedural generation. In other words, this game's procedurally generated. Okay. So I think I've got to handle most of these big guys so far. Kind of spammable. I think you do get some iframes
Okay.
off of your dodge. I think I was just in the line of damage there. It didn't take any damage. There's also kind of some combos you can do, chaining together your cast, your special, and your normal attack. I haven't exactly figured out how they go yet. Oh well, so this is Diablo. Gonna fight Diablo in here. I have no idea what this means. Arrows. Maybe it's a trap room? I think we have to go this one. Casters, maybe? There is stagger in the game, so you can see when I'm hitting these guys, their attacks are kind of being interrupted a bit. Okay.
A centaur heart.
Oh, okay. So health upgrades. Excellent. Increase in max life. Okay, good. I haven't seen any opportunities to replenish your health yet. Maybe we should go for keys. Unlock some of those extra. We've got 10 gems already. I haven't seen any opportunities to replenish your health yet, other than that initial boon. No, it's not a boon. It's a persistent upgrade, where you get 1 HP every room. I suppose it is kind of cumulative though. So 1 HP, 2 HP. Eventually, it's probably going to be worthwhile. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Kind of oh, stood right there. So be careful with that. You have to be careful with your cast.
It's a skeleton key.
Because I think I got hit there because I was kind of locked into the casting action. I couldn't quite
Gonna lock
dodge
something back
early
on.
enough. Okay. Only one choice. We got a key, only one choice. An upgrade to our lightning strike. Provided we survive. This looks like an enemy generator to me, and I'm pretty sure it is. Should use that special more, especially for creating rooms. Probably shouldn't have just done it twice there. It's has quite a good knockback to it, so if you're getting surrounded, it's quite nice.
Palm of power.
A little bit of damage there.
Power of Olympus.
So lightning damage is up to 15. Okay,
I feel
excellent. No map, as far as I can tell yet. So So I can tell kind of what rooms I've been to already in. Unless you just memorize it. I think you just got one choice.
Look what I found.
Oh, a freebie. Excuse me? Can't be. Just a free room? I'm dubious. Let's find out. Okay. Just a freebie. Is this going to replenish our health? Oh, it is. It is. Sup from the waters of life, young Zagreus. Sup away. Fantastic. Okay. Satisfying to destroy pots. Is this a classic pot sound, right? Oh, yeah. Satisfying. It's I think every game since pots were invented have sourced their pot sound
A place of calm
from the
and
same
respite,
MP3.
whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found, in fact.
Nice.
And not a moment too soon.
Okay. Pretty happy with this run so far. It's probably the longest I've made it with the most amount of health. Nothing about that door indicated that it would be a kind of safe room. I think it just had gems on it. Now, this is the currency I was talking about earlier. So we've kind of got 38 of these coins, whatever they are. I have no idea what they are yet. They kind of look like those Egyptian cats with the tall ears. I think this is kind of a challenge room. The enemies in here seem to be a little kind of more deadly than your average enemy. And then over here we've got... not sure. But obviously some sort of currency reward. I think because we're on full health and we're doing quite well, we're going to go for the challenge room and throw it all away. Oh, yep. Immediately. I don't know why. I kind of... oh. Made a bad choice. We made a bad choice. And we're paying for it. Dang. That is... oh. Okay, just whatever you do, don't die. I don't think this will be the last enemy. Oh, man.
Nothing left here.
That was disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. Locked. Well, we learned. So I think those enemies were actually faster versions of the enemies I've seen so far. We're learning. Take some of this coin.
Coins.
129.
I'm hurt. Can't heal myself, but I can fight.
Oh, a shop. Okay. Huh. So, I guess, yeah. So, the coins we use in the run, and the gems we use for possession upgrades. I don't think you actually lose coins when you die, which is kind of nice. So you can carry them over run from run. See, I have Lamia. Slain foes have 50% chance to drop healing items, well, for 3 encounters only. We kind of need that one hit and we're dead. Yarn of Ariadne. Gain greater power from the next boon you find. That would be nice. Scrying pool. Look at the top card of your deck, etc., etc. A water bowl containing faint traces of the past. Bedroom decor. Cosmetic items. Yeah, I don't think we're quite at the point of spending our in-game currency on cosmetic items. Now, we have to be... I'm regretting this decision. I really am. I thought I made the right decision. Oh, is this a boss? This might be a boss. I thought we made the right decision there with full health. But, as you can see, clearly it didn't pay off. Okay, enemies I've never seen before. What are my chances? Hi. Always be positive. The power of positive thinking. Okay, that's gonna do it for episode 1. We learned a little bit. What did we learn? Well, the game's hard, I guess. That's what we learned. What we learned is just be perfect. Never get hit. Kind of have that feeling I have about the kind of Dark Souls games for this game at the moment, where Dark Souls is kind of one of those games that tricks you into thinking, you know, you can upgrade your character, you can give yourself more health, when ultimately you end up beating that boss you're stuck on. You just have to play perfectly. You know, it doesn't even really matter. You could do it naked, you know, with no armor, and just be perfect and never get hit. It's really the way to win. Okay, so it's really the way to win. I'm still getting my head around this kind of the input lag for your dodges and things, but having a lot of fun. Okay, thank you everybody. Leave a like and a comment if you feel so inclined. I am roughly man-sized. See you later.